We are going to get started. All right, we are live on Facebook. Let me just send over the link to Jana to share. So we should be live right now. Keep an eye on the comments. Turn off these notifications. All right, perfect. Let's get to it. Welcome, everybody. You guys are here for the Coronabounce Event Hawk water slide giveaway drawing. Everybody's been super excited about this. We've been talking about it all month. If you're watching, hopefully you're entered. Entries are closed, but we're joined by Bryan from Coronabounce, and we're super excited. We're going to be doing a drawing. We'll kind of just start with a few just quick intro from Bryan and a couple questions, and then we'll do the drawing, and then I'll open the floor to you guys to ask Bryan any questions about his company. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. So welcome, Bryan. Thank you again very, very much for doing this promotional water slide giveaway with Event Hawk. So Bryan, you are the proud owner of Coronabounce out of California, right? You want to tell us a little bit about your company, what you do, why you do it, how you do it?
Well, thanks for letting me in. It's the first time I go live, actually, so this is all new to me. I wanted to say thanks to Event Hawk for, giving me the opportunity to, they're all be part of their team in a way. More than happy to have all their customers. That's my dad. He's my handyman, so you'll see him come and go.
Pops.
Yeah, I mean, I've been in the rental game for about 10 years, since I've been 18. So that's where I've always been around inflatables. And then during the pandemic, I just hopped into to manufacturing. There was nothing to do in Corona I'm in the city of Corona during the pandemic. And with a repairman who will be the one who used to come repair all my units, he had nothing to do. He asked me, he needed some money. One thing led to another. He's the one who really showed me the world. He said, you know what? I know how to make jumpers, standard castles by hand. He gave me the idea. I turned my warehouse into, a manufacturing plant. This is where it all began, my first plant. And I don't know, somehow, some way, I ended up making more and more.
Awesome. So you actually owned a party rental company before you started manufacturing inflatables?
Yeah, that's correct. So when I hear everybody about their struggles in the inflatable industry, about the weight, the drainage, I know that. I know how hot it gets outside. I still own the party rental side, but my family takes care of it now. So yeah, I know when I hear all the comments and see them, I understand the struggle.
That's very cool. Well, I ordered a couple things from you, and Jana speaks very highly of you, so I'm excited. But it's good to actually buy from somebody who actually rents them out still. The struggles. That's really cool. And I've always wondered about the name. So you live in the city of Corona. That's why you call it Coronabounce.
Correct. Before
virus.
Right. No. Corona. I'm in the city of Corona, so Coronabounce. The coronavirus just made it a bit more popular. So that was free advertising for me.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you for sharing. Anything else you'd like to share? Any questions you have for us before we jump right into the giveaway? I know nobody's in a rush to find out who the winner is, right?
Hopefully someone local, like you keep saying. No, hopefully whoever wins enjoys their unit. I wanted to just thank everybody who's been supportive. Just a like, a comment, always a tag when when someone's asking a question, helps my business out so much. So I'm happy with everybody. Thank you.
Awesome. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. Thank you for that, Bryan. So just to clarify, so this giveaway was in partnership with, it's an Event Hawk giveaway in partnership with Coronabounce, or a Coronabounce giveaway in partnership with Event Hawk, and it was open to all Event Hawk members. So every Event Hawk member qualified to enter. Every Event Hawk member entered, and then we also did additional challenges and opportunities to get more entries. We did the challenges in the group. All of these people here won the challenges. Shout out to Josh Garcia, Amanda Saniga, Aaron Allgood, Jose Stover, Nai Martinez, Stuart Humbe, Anthony Terrell Nerwood, Daryl Collins, Reed Joe, I'm going through all of them, Robert Howell, Edgar Salvador, Chad Haydorn, Curry Ashley, Familia Tajeda, Jay Villa, Ashley Lynn Reed, Jamie Sakabason, and Andrew Ledesma. You guys won the challenges in the Event Hawk members group. So you guys got 2 additional entries in this long list of entries. So you'll see that all your names are mentioned down here twice. And then we also have, we also gave referrals. Now referrals is not a very popular one. A lot of people sign up, but they don't mention who referred them. But Stephen Pruitt, you referred somebody. One Big Party, Dallas, Texas. Stephen Pruitt again, Nick Glassett, Josh Ham, this one is me, so I'll get rid of this one. Raymond Trevino, Nick Glassett again, Jason Braselli, and Mauricio Mejia. Actually, you've just signed up, so that's a long list. But anyways, you guys get entered in 5 additional times for referring somebody to Event Hawk. So you guys have been entered down here 5 additional times. So these names are down here. So you'll notice that Stephen Pruitt is here, again here. So Stephen Pruitt, since you referred 2 people, you got like 10 additional entries. So if Stephen Pruitt doesn't win, I'm gonna be like, man, this system's great. But without further ado, so that's pretty much just our process. So if you've ever attended one of our giveaways here, we use the Wheel of Names, and the Wheel of Names is basically just a free online thing here with a bunch of ads where you enter a bunch of names. So let's say, John Smith, Amy something. And so you enter names like this, and then you spin the wheel, and it just picks like a random winner. So it's fully fair, not any kind of favoritism or anything like that, where we just pick something. So JK, LSFP, whatever you want. So that's pretty much how it'll look. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna erase these. I'm gonna go ahead and grab all the names from here. If you guys are doing giveaways, this is a really cool way to do it. And let me just make sure somebody signed up, and like I'm signing up just to make sure I enter. So yep, Mauricio, you're in here. So copy in these 2 columns, throwing them in here. Keep going. Sometimes it takes a while when it's a lot of them. Yep, going in, give it a sec. And it's breaking. Let me refresh it. So who's watching that's near Corona, California, that wants to win so that we could have very low shipping costs? Let's rig it your way. Anybody nearby? Let's see, anybody watching nearby? It's too early in the day for most people.
Yeah, they're probably still at work. Oh, damn.
He said, I'm here closing New Jersey. All right, let me re-enter these just to make sure. All right, you know what? I'm gonna go in a incognito window. Wheel of Names. All right, so I'm gonna paste these names, and we're not gonna touch it so it doesn't break this time. Give it a minute.
Oh yeah, there is someone nearby in Corona.
Who's nearby?
I saw him mention it, but I didn't catch the name.
Someone said I'm close here in New Jersey. So while we're waiting, anybody have questions for Bryan? So for those of you who missed it, Bryan just did a quick intro. He did not name his business Coronabounce because of coronavirus. He's in Corona, is it Corona, California? Is that?
Yeah, it's Corona, California.
California. Yep. So in Corona, California. Started his. How long were you a party rental business owner before you launched the Coronabounce manufacturer?
So what? I was like 19, and I did that up to like 29, so 10 years, and I'm 32 now.
Awesome. 10 years, and how long has Coronabounce been around?
Established 2 years going on, 2020.
Awesome. Well, I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's a newer company. I personally, just through ordering with you, I had a good experience. Just the back and forth. I get quick responses. I needed some stuff customized. It was, pretty quick to respond. So I'm definitely happy. So definitely don't dismiss newer companies. And a lot of you guys who are brand new companies as well, you don't want somebody to dismiss you because you're new. A lot of the newer guys who get into this business or any business really are a lot hungrier. So they want to do more for you. They want to help you out. So without further ado, guys, once I click here, it's going to go ahead and spin, and then it's going to go ahead and pick a name out of my hand. I've put in all the names. I've showed you guys. Everybody's in here who entered the giveaway, who filled out that form, who is still an Event Hawk customer, and who also anybody else who won one of the challenges, and anybody who referred somebody to Event Hawk. Those were the criteria. So here we go, guys. Ready?
All right, good luck, everybody.
You want to do drum roll? Drum roll, please. All right. 3, 2, 1, spin.
I have no idea why I'm the nervous one here for some reason.
All right, here we go. And the winner. Who's the winner?
Who's the winner?
God, seriously? Cannot make this stuff up, guys.
You probably copy pasted a bunch of blank stuff instead of just that's probably why it also took so long.
I think you're right, tonight, because it says 999. So let's try again. So
that's me. That's me. I'm the blank one.
white dude, right? Yeah, I think you're right because it went all the way down. Let's try that again. Technical difficulties, guys. Just makes it more fun. And now you're doing the next giveaway. All right, let's try again. Incognito. Wheel of names. There you go. That's more like it. Okay, so there's a shuffle button. Shuffle button. Shuffle the names. All right, ready? Let's get that drum roll again. Go! Big money, big money, big money. My name's in there like 6 times, guys. Let's see if I win. No, I'm kidding.
Wait, is my name in there? It should be.
All right, who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Melody Dua. Congratulations, Melody. Melody.
Hey, congratulations.
What the Dula Obligata?
Is she here online with us? Hello, hello.
Brian, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, so go ahead. So for those of you guys who didn't, Brian has something announced. He's doing something very special, something that really nobody's ever done before at any of these giveaways. Go ahead, Brian, and tell them what you want to do for everybody who did not win.
So we're gonna offer everyone that's an Event Hawk member $100 credit that could be used on either a deposit or part of their shipping. So that's a thank you from Coronabounce to everyone that supported us. Really has no expiration. I'll be lenient on that. So
Awesome.
you know,
So yeah, it's huge. You know, who'll say no to $100 off shipping these days, right? So Brian's offering $100 off shipping or $100 off any unit. So, and it's a credit. It's not like a discount. Whatever price you can get on from Brian, get an extra $100 off of that. So how that's going to work is you're going to get a text with a coupon code that's going to apply. I'll help you set that up, Brian, just so that it's clear. And you guys will get a text. Everybody, you'll get a text with a unique credit code that you can offer to or give to Brian once you're ready to make your next order with Coronabounce, and he can cross-check it against his list and make sure it's a valid code. So how would they go ahead and so again, Melody, congratulations. We'll be reaching out to you to grab your details. Brian, how would somebody go by and see your products, what you offer, and go by asking questions or making an order?
so everybody could go to coronabounce.com, pretty much just click on their catalog and there'll be an e-catalog there. You'll get every information from pricing to dimensions and names of the unit. I like to keep it more personal. Majority, everybody just reaches through me on Facebook or through a message, and then, you know, it's one-on-one. So, you know, I'm pretty straightforward, pretty basic. You know, there's no sales reps in the middle. So if there's a problem, yeah, I'm not the owner no more at that moment. But but
So
overall,
basically,
yeah, that's pretty much it.
Facebook Messenger is the best way to go ahead and order with you. Let's try to call Melody. I don't think she's on here. Let me try to give her a call real quick. Let me see. I'm not sure where Melody's located.
You
We'll
ship
find-
to the UK.
Pick another winner.
Hey, what's up, Jose?
What's up, buddy?
I was trying to make you win. You're literally down the street from me, man.
Hey, well,
Right.
it's easy, bro. You just go pick it up, no problem, bro.
Suck if she doesn't answer. Pick another winner, right?
Hello, this is Melody from Bouncing All Around Party Rental. Thank you so much for your interest in our inflatables. Our office hours are from 10 a.m. to
She has
4
no
p.m.
idea.
Tuesday through Friday. Please feel free.
All right, we'll
Get
try.
another winner. Pick another one.
So okay.
Turn after 4 p.m.
Sorry.
Melody doesn't answer after 4.
Doesn't answer after 4. All right, I just texted her. Tell her it's an emergency. Okay, so Brian, basically Facebook, let me just share here what your Facebook profile looks like for people to know. So for those of you guys who have not talked to Brian before, or on Facebook, you're going to, he spells his name wrong for some reason. So it's Bryan. And then this is the last name, Sarmiento. So talk to this guy on Facebook, add him as a friend, message him. Oh, you got 4,000 friends already. You're going to run out soon, buddy. But yeah, he's got some pictures on here. Brian and I actually designed a unit together. This bad boy right here. This is the one I'm getting soon. So this is one that I'm really excited about. This was, we had a similar one that was our top seller. And it's just been, we've just had it for as long as we've been in business pretty much. So we said, let's just sell it and get a new one. And Brian helped make that happen. And it looks even better. It looks a lot more exciting. So that's really cool. He did a video of it here. It's got some pretty cool units. And Brian, could you explain, I don't know if I'm supposed to talk about this, but you work with like other manufacturers or something, or what's your relationship with, is it Bouncing Angels, or is that something we could talk about?
Yeah, so Bouncing Angels, they're not far from me. They're about like 20 minutes or so. They've always been Gary and John, they've always been helpful since day one. I went for my first vinyl, my rolls of vinyl, and questions. They're very helpful. So we help each other out. Maybe we'll switch colors. Maybe they have blue and I need red, and we'll swap. It's just, we're just pals in that sense. We're competitors, but we know how to separate friendship and competition from each other. At least the owners. I don't know about the rest of the group.
So when you started, so were you buying from Bouncing Angels before?
Yeah. Well, no. I was my rental business. For some reason I didn't even know they existed next to me. I will always support the smaller ones around me. So for some reason I had a relationship with them, but I never went to Bouncing Angels until I started manufacturing.
Okay, so when you went to them when you started manufacturing and they weren't upset, they didn't say, "Hey, man, you're stepping on our toes." It looks like they welcomed you in, and I seen you in them in IAPA as well. So I think that's
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah, they're not ones to shy away. I mean, obviously they're making money by selling you material, but I know at first they probably thought like, oh, he's like, you're not really gonna make it that big. Like you're gonna get there, but which I wasn't expecting either. But now when we see each other, we just pat in the back like, oh, good job, dude.
That's always exciting. And I've always said, that's kind of what really attracted me to kind of your stories, because it was a lot like me. We started and nobody thought we'd make it. Some people even supported us in the beginning, just like, yeah, okay, buddy. Like some of the bigger, companies are like, all right, yeah, sure, we'll support you. We'll talk to you, whatever, but we know it's not going to go anywhere. They're just being nice. And then once it actually blew up, they kind of had to step back and say, whoa, like, we didn't know. No, that's really cool. You're making it happen. Doesn't look like Melody's gonna answer. Once she does call, I'll try to get her live and get her reaction on there. But anybody have questions for Bryan? Somebody asked, let's see here. There's a big question.
Someone asked if I do repairs. Typically, we will offer a repair if it slows down during the winter time, November, December. You could bring a unit in, but during the summer, it's really hard to, do repairs while we have orders to bust out.
What about someone asked, are your units certified for New Jersey and Pennsylvania?
So we have a few designs pending. It's taken forever. We've had them since IAPA, so hopefully soon. I'm thinking around October, how everything looks like. We'll have a few combos and water sites to be approved. So that'll be a new market we'll be offering to soon.
That's really exciting. I know it's like a bunch of hoops to jump through to get that to happen. So kudos to you, man, making that happen. Any other questions? I'm looking through the chat here. Jana, do you see any questions that I missed?
So someone's asking if I keep units in stock. We did in the winter time. We built some. They were sold out around March, but message me. Sometimes we'll have something in production that's going to be stocked. We might be within 2 to 3 weeks. Majority every time I say that, someone just takes it, so I'm never able to advertise it. But always message me. And there's some reason sometimes a client might cancel. Very rare, but it happens. So it's always good to check in. Worst thing I could say is no.
Good. Now, one thing that surprised me when I talked to you, and what excites me as well, and I may be different from everybody else, because people are all like, you need the heavy quality stuff. I'm all about light, man. I'm okay with getting something that might rip here and there. I'll patch it up. I'd rather have something that's, not to say yours does, but when you told me the weight on your units, I'm like, 270 pounds. Are you sure, bro? Because everybody else is telling me 390, 450 for, the same size. So is that something that you, is that intentional? Or are you just able to get your hands on a cheap vinyl?
No, it's just, it all comes into design. There's a lot of things you could reduce sizes by, let's say, on instance, on the palm trees, you don't have to make your leaf exaggerated big. Your tubes of, the posts of the palms not so wide. The bed liners, instead of 20 inches like everybody else, we do ours 18. Oops, I shouldn't say that. A lot of those little details add up.
If I could get $300 for I always look at, we did the math, and the biggest expense we had as a company is payroll, right? Payroll, right. Yeah, all that stuff adds up. So if I can get the same amount of money for a combo that weighs 270 pounds compared to a combo that weighs 450 pounds, and I'm getting the same for it, that's almost double. I would rather get something that's lighter, because the customer can't tell the difference, right? The customer, and your units look really nice. So that's huge for me. If it's 450 pounds and I have to send a third guy to roll it up when it's wet, then that's really difficult. So I'm really excited to get my hands on your unit and on your units, and just see how they work when they're wet and all that stuff. And I know you showed me the drains and all that looks great. So that's really big for us. And yeah, just can't wait.
Yeah, I've been thinking about adding. We use 16 and 18 ounce vinyl, but I gotta research more and maybe make a few units and put in my own inventory so it could go out and I'll see how it reacts. To use the 15 ounce vinyl, I'm iffy on it, but I'll probably put it in my inventory and let the guys handle it for a year, and then I'll see what the results of that.
So you add it to your rentals and then do that.
Right.
Okay.
I'd rather test it off with me than a client.
Well, it's really cool that you have your family helping you out with all that, and you're still able to keep both. That's really important for me. A lot of people are like, Tariq, you got Event Hawk kicked off this big. Why do you still have your party rental company? You don't need it anymore. It's bittersweet, but it's like, it's my baby. First of all, I don't really want to. But most days I'm like, just give me $500,000, you can take it. But in the end of the day, I love being relevant. I love being in the industry. I love being able to speak the same language. This is I kind of started like you, so I don't want to be too far from the industry. I don't want to have to knock on a door when I need to go to my warehouse. So.
Right. The same feelings with you. Once in a while I'll go with the guys and, roll up a jumper, do a whole Sunday pickup with them. Keeps me humble. And it's fun to see my clients of my rental business too. Kids growing up, you become family with them.
Absolutely. Love it. Someone asked, Coronabounce, where they located? I'd like to try it out.
So we're located here in Corona, California. If you're in California, we're off about the 91 freeway, about 40 minutes to Los Angeles. We're inland, so pay us a visit if you're nearby, just to say hi. We appreciate it. Someone said, give me a good deal.
If someone made an order today, how long would it take before it's shipped? Good question.
Good question. So roughly will be about 8 or 9 weeks. That'll be the realistic time.
I'm glad you're keeping it real.
Yeah. Someone asked how many employees I had. We have 8. Hopefully we'll make that 10 soon, but fingers crossed there.
Nobody wants to work, Brian.
No one does. That's true, man.
It's hard out there, buddy.
These people don't even want to sit in an air-conditioned truck all day, let alone sew vinyl and learn an actual skill. So I can only imagine, man. Don't envy you.
I'm the owner and I'm here pulling the machine and everything by myself.
Well, that's really, really amazing. I mean, just the fact that you were able to get your hands on all these sewing machines and actually, I mean, I guess it's great that you found somebody who knows that stuff, but that's really awesome. I'm super happy for you, man. I'm really excited that we got to meet and do this. So Coronabounce guys, Bryan Sarmiento, how do you say your last name?
Sarmientos?
Sarmientos. All right, I was close. So reach out to Bryan if you guys have any questions, get a quote from him. Remember, if you entered the water slide giveaway before you shop with anybody else, you have a $100 credit with Bryan. So definitely check in with him. I will get those texts sent out to you tomorrow, the latest, with those codes. Let me try Melody one more time before we go ahead and end.
Thank you for calling about Around Party Rental. This is Melody. How may I help you?
Hey, Melody, it's Tariq with Event Hawk. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm so sorry to bother you so late. Do you have a minute to talk?
Oh, you're fine. Pardon me?
Do you have a minute to talk? Is this a good time?
Absolutely.
All right. So I'm calling you about your Event Hawk. Have you been on there today?
Yeah, a few times. Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know what happened, but everything got deleted and then it accidentally texted everybody 2 times that you guys are closed. And I don't know I don't know how, but it sent everybody your competitor's phone number saying, call them for any future bookings. I don't know how it happened, but I wanted to call and see how we could figure it out and get a fix for it.
Really? That's weird. Hang on. Let me log it out and log it back in and see what it looks like on my end.
Oh man, you're a lot cooler than I thought for that. Well, actually the reason I'm calling you, did you enter the water slide giveaway? You remember that?
I have not. No.
You have not? Somebody
No,
answered
I'm
for you.
busy. It's just, there's a lot of things on Facebook that I don't have time to get to. So
Well,
I
Tariq,
know
she's-
your contests are on Facebook. So
She's a new sign up.
right. Well, because you just signed up for Event Hawk, you automatically got entered. And
Cool.
guess who won? We just drew the winner. Guess who it was?
nuh-uh.
Tell her. I have Bryan on the phone here and Jana, the owner. You're actually live on Facebook right now. The owner of Coronabounce. Go ahead and tell her, Bryan.
Yep, you won. Congratulations. Lucky you. Go get a lottery ticket while you're at it.
Oh my God, thank you.
No, thank you for being an event member.
I'm sorry, I can barely hear you.
Yeah, he's on a computer. I'm sitting here. We're trying to get him to talk to you on the Zoom. He said, thank you for being an Event Hawk member. Well, yeah, congratulations. I was bummed that you weren't on, and everybody was like, draw another name. She's not on. Draw another name. And I'm like, nope, that's not fair. So, so figure we'd call you. I'm glad we got you. How do you feel? Are you excited?
We did. I'm very excited. I'm very excited. The funny thing about you calling me and telling me that I won a bounce house is Somebody accidentally delivered us a bounce house that wasn't ours a few days ago. And I thought maybe I won a contest, and I was trying to figure out where it came from, and it turns out it wasn't a contest that I won, and it wasn't mine, of course, because it wasn't the one I ordered. I ordered it from a different company, and it hadn't shipped yet. And you know, I was a little bummed because it showed up here and it wasn't mine, and now you're calling me and telling me I want a bounce house.
Wow, what are the odds that you get the wrong bounce house delivery just randomly? Holy moly!
Yeah, it was a whole weird thing, but wow.
Yeah, well, hey, you know, it's you know, you deserve it. You won fair and square. It's yours, and I guess that was fate preparing you for this, bumming you out so that it can so it can surprise you later. Congratulations.
Well, thank you so much. Wow.
How many units do you have right now? How many water slides do you have now?
We're starting our 4th season.
4th season, okay. All right, well,
Yeah.
you're starting with a bash. Congratulations. I hear some people in the background, so I won't keep you too long. Just wanted to call and tell you myself. So we'll be reaching out with the details soon.
Well, thank you so much.
You're
I
welcome.
really appreciate that. Now, everybody here is all flabbergasted, you know, because they hear me talking.
Like, we won how much money? No, you didn't win. You just won a bunch of vinyl. All right, Melody. Well,
Wow,
thank you so
thanks.
much. Enjoy the rest of your evening. We'll be talking soon.
All right, thank you.
All right, take care.
Bye.
Bye. Hello?
Yep, I'm here.
So was that situation with the vent hawk, was that real or was that
Oh,
a
no.
joke?
That was fake. That was all fake. I just wanted to scare you.
Okay, because I was trying to log it out and log it back in, and then you told me that, and I'm like, that kind of got pushed to the background for a second.
Yeah, you were really cool for me telling you we texted a bunch of your customers misinformation. So kudos for that.
Well, thanks. I'm usually pretty easy to get along with.
Well, thank you for that. We're super excited. Go ahead and when you hang up, you can scream a little bit louder. You know, be here. Let everybody know, and we'll be talking soon.
All right. Well, thank you.
Take care, Melody. Congrats again.
You have a wonderful day.
You as well.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. That made her day.
That was nice.
Wow, that's crazy. She got the wrong bounce house. So there you go. It was fate all along. See, guys,
God.
all worked out. All
Well,
right. Well,
everybody ended up being a winner, though.
it'll be in a winner. Yep, everybody ended up being a winner. Look for the text tomorrow with that code. So any questions, you guys can reach out to Bryan. I'll try to link to his Facebook profile or something like that, so you guys can communicate with him. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much, Bryan.
All right, guys.
Seriously, you're awesome. This was amazing. Super appreciative of you working with us, and looking forward to more collaboration in the future.
I'll be here, man. Thank you guys for everything.
All right, take care.
All right, bye.